guys, welcome to my course. So we'll be moving straight to what is a website, because you can't learn WordPress without knowing what a website is. Now, what is a website? A web page is a way to display information on the internet. It is made up of elements like text, images, links, videos, or buttons. First of all, I will be navigating to a website now to show you guys what a website looks like. This is a website. I get to me. This is a website. This displays the company picture, displays the company write-up, displays everything about the company. In this place, you can access the site anywhere, anyhow, using your phone, using your laptop, you can access it. This site displays the company info, it displays everything. It is content of a lot of things. It's content of both HTML, CSS, video, and the rest. So we'll be going through a lot. This is a website. This is created to display the company information, video, and the rest. So the web page is a way to display information on the internet. It is made up of elements like text, images, links, videos, or buttons. Now, what is website really like? What is a website made up of? You have been hearing of website. You visit website every day. You buy something from a website. You interact with website. Do you know that Facebook is a website? Facebook is a web app. Yes. So now, what is a website made up of? So now let me use a human being for an example. Now, a living being, you have a genetic code. Your DNA contains all the genetic markers that make you. Now, do you think your body works like a website, or do you think your body operates like a website? Do you know in every part of our body we have different departments in our body? I believe we have the parts that takes care of digestion, the parts that takes care of reproduction, the parts that take care of you having emotions and all the rest. That is how a website works. Now, as a living being, you have a genetic code. Your DNA contains all the genetics makers that makes you, all of the elements. Now, let's keep going. Now, all these things, I have to make some researches and make some kind of report, because I don't have time to start showing you a lot, because I want this course to be elaborate. I want you to understand it, so that when you start making your own website tomorrow, you will know that you are making something that people will use. I don't know if you're getting me. Now let's proceed. Now they said all of the elements that makes you unique are defined by the code. Your eye, whether you have a straight. No, now websites, when it comes to web designing and web developing, now when it comes to human structure, you see that many human beings are different. Now they have those who are fair, they have those who are black, they have those who are chocolate, some have colored eyes, some have brown eyes, some have brand teeth. Some are made in so many ways. That is how websites are designed. You design in your own taste. Some people, although most people do clone websites, but you design in your own taste. So, but in this our course, we'll be learning how to create a website using WordPress. WordPress is a very simple web. Although when we get here, I will explain about that. Now, as a living, they said that is kind of how a website works. A website is also made of code. Now, a website can also be a house. Like, can I also use an example of house? Now, when you are visiting a house, you go with the address. That is the most important thing. You go with the address of the website. Now, there is a way I wrote all these things. I don't really need to. I just really need to write it so I can see it. And you can read it, but my explanation, you can go through my explanation should be what you should be concerned about. Now, when you access a website, using a browser, there are several kinds of web browsers: Safari, Firefox, and Chrome. Now, let's talk about all these browsers. When you put an address in a browser like this now, maybe I'll come to this browser now, I'll put something like paper.com. This is the address of this website. Now, this is going to fetch the content of this website for me. Now, when you go to visit somebody, maybe you present the address, you are lost. You don't know, I'm having a little network problem now, so some things might not display. So I will, as time as in the course, you have to. Now, let's assuming that this paper.com I applied in this browser now is fetching this particular content for me. Now, see, this is the content I will get if paper.com has this content. Now, as I've typed paper.com, I'm using an offline site because of network, and rain fell heavily here, so I think MTN is having something to hit, and I have to make this course, so you really need to understand. Now, if the paper.com I typed have this content, it's going to fetch it for me direct, so I don't need to start looking around. Now, when you are looking for somebody, you're looking for Mazi Okeke, this compound, you go to a friend, you come to a new estate, you say, I'm looking for Mazi Okeke's estate, please, where is it? Now, when you present it to someone who knows Mazi Okeke, now let's assume that person is Chrome. Now, let's assume the person is Chrome. The person will take you to Mazi Okeke. The person will direct you. The person will be like, now go straight, go left, you see Mazi Okeke's estate. That's just like Chrome. Now, when you type paper.com, when I type paper.com, if I had network, you have fetched paper.com content. You have fetched everything I needed in paper.com. Now, let's continue. So, everyone knows what a website is. I believe everybody should have known what a website is by now. It's a web page where you display your information, where a company displays their information. Now, everybody knows what a website is. We click the little blue letter, we Google things. Now, when anything you Google online, I'm looking for what is a fowl, what is a goat, what is everything. Any place they are directing you to is a website. Whatever you see online is either a website or a web application. Now we click on the blue www. Now later in this course, I'll be teaching you what a domain name is. That is the address of the website. I'll be teaching you, although I've already briefed how to search a website using the address by making an example with your genetic code and an address where you're going to visit. Now, like I said earlier, everybody knows what the website is. We click the little blue letter, we Google the things, we type in the www. something or other, and then we are looking at cat picture. That is what I said. When you put www.paper.com, it fetches you the content of paper.com. I believe you are following. Considering it is nothing, almost all of us use daily. For many of us, the internet can still be a bit of a mystery. A few years ago, our public officials were still referring to it as a series of tools. You know, later, before website came into existence, people didn't know what website is. They refer it as tools. You don't know what it is. Then to access a website, it's really, really hard. Now, everything has been made easy. So many platforms out here that you can create a website for yourself without any problem. Now, as we go on, we shall be seeing things we need to make up a website. So, how a website work? Now, how a website work? How all those pages that you visit, how they work? How your website works? Why we ask for the things we ask and for what they are. Now, when you want to visit a website, maybe for some kind use, you type in paper.com, it fetches you this content. You go through the content, make some registrations in this app. This is what we call the interface. This is what we call the interface. Now, this is the user, this is you going through the website. You are now the website visitor. Are you getting me? You go through the website. Go through the website as a user, enters the website address. Now that is the address I'm telling you. It browse. Like if I had a network, it would have fetched the paper content for me. I don't know if you're getting me. As time goes, I believe after this course, after this video, I'll allow the rent to fall, then I'll go and recharge my Airtel so that I'll be able to access the internet without any problem. So now, it's fetching this thing. If I had data, the browser can browse the content of paper.com without any problem. Now, I don't have data, it can't. As in this course, I'll be teaching you what a domain name is. That's the address of the website. I'll be able to access the website. It's really hard. Now, everything has been made easy. So many platforms out here that you can forward the app. Now, when you want to visit a website, maybe for some kind use, then it browse. Like if I had a network, it would have fetched the paper content for me. I don't know if you're getting me. As time goes, I believe after this course, after this video, I'll allow the rent to fall, then I'll go and recharge my Airtel so that I'll be able to access the internet without any problem. So now, it's fetching this thing. If I had data, the browser can browse the content of paper.com without any problem. Now, I don't have data, it can't access it. It said no internet, checking the network. Now, this network goes a long way to help in browsing. It fetches the content of websites when you put the address in a browser, either Sari or Primarily, any of them. Now, if you are visiting this website, maybe for a purpose, then it browses it, gets you the website, then what is happening? Then the DNS server translates the human readable address to a machine readable IP address. Then if you're in this